Welcome back to the channel. So today I am dropping in quickly to leave another video. I told you guys in my previous video that I will be doing short videos of motivation and inspiration, hopefully to encourage you and to get you to thinking. So today I want to share a video, and I know you've already seen the title, and I want to have a question I'm posing to you. What does it cost to make you happy? What is the cost of happiness for you? And I wanted to leave this video especially because today I went and I celebrated the life of a friend that I met at work. When I moved back here to my hometown, you guys know I started with a company. And in the first job that I had there, I met this lady, and she was like a ray of sunshine. She was just a bright light. And she is of another race. She is a white woman. And she reminded me of the 70s, the 60s. She had this hippie flair about her. And she was the sweetest person. And she passed away unexpectedly. She had a medical issue that just appeared out of nowhere. And she passed away. And so I was quite taken aback by that. It was very painful. She was raising a grandchild. He was only 10 years old, and it's quite sad. And it got me to thinking about life and what happiness is really all about, and what we pay for happiness, and is it worth that? Do we really pay for happiness? Something to think about, huh? You know, a lot of us think that happiness is based on all the things that we can buy and this luxury life, you know, having the beautiful homes and the cars and the money, and all of those things can give you temporary satisfaction. But at the end of the day, I truly believe that that is not where your happiness comes from. It can make you feel comfortable. Money can make you feel secure in your life, your livelihood. But at the end of the day, where does happiness come from? And it got me to thinking about my friend and the way she lived life. And she was very happy to get her a little house. She had this little house she had just purchased not too long ago, last year. And she was just raving about this beautiful garden and flowers that she wanted to plant in her front yard. And she had started doing that. And she had lived in California for a number of years, you know, married, beautiful things. But she was very content with her quaint home and her garden and her flowers. And it got me to thinking about everything that's happening in the world right now, and what we deem as a happy life. And I remember being young and thinking that I had to grow up and try to achieve all these things I saw everyone around me doing to get the things that everyone had. And now here I am. And I got to thinking about my friend, and I was like, even though I feel that she was young, she was a young 63, and she did a lot of living in her life. And I've seen many posts and read many things where they talk to people who are in the sunset of life, and sunset of life is people who are above 75 and older, and they often ask them about things that they would do and what they regret. And oftentimes, most of those people talk about the things they didn't get a chance to experience, They wish they made more memories. They wish they had got out and experienced other things instead of being in this mouse wheel of chasing the dollar. You know, I follow a lot of people on this platform that's really chasing the dollar. And that may be your thing. I'm not knocking anybody's thing. But the climate we're living in, especially here in the Western world, here in the U.S., we don't know what's about to happen here in the next year. We don't know. We have no clue. And I think it's important that we all be looking at our lives and valuing those things that are important. Now, we do know we have to live. It takes money. Yeah. But I think that we should be looking at our lives and prioritizing those things that are of most value. Spending our time and our money cultivating and building and nurturing those things that are important. So what is the cost of happiness for you? And I thought I'd share that with you all just to get you to think about your life and where you are. And if you're younger and you're not where I'm at, you got more time to start doing that right now. You know, I was watching a video this morning of a lady that moved 3 years ago to, I think she said Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. She's been there 3 years now. And she talked about the children playing outside. And these are not poor children. These are not like the slums or the poorest area. But she said, no matter where you drive, when you see children outside, you see children playing. No one is walking around attached to some technology, you know, some phone or, let me show you how our children here do. This is our kids, every situation. You go anywhere in the country, this is our children. And she said in that country, you don't see any children with any devices outside. They're running, they're playing, they're laughing, they're swimming. And we have forgotten how to do that. Doing those things that truly bring us happiness. Now, on this channel, I am sharing my journey to peace, how I minimized things in my life, became a minimalist, because this stage of life, headed towards sunset, God grants it to me. I want these years to be the best years of my life. I spent so many time chasing things to come here to this stage of life and realize that those things were not the most important things. I could have worked more on cultivating the relationships with my children, my friends, you know, family members. And not saying that I don't have great relationships with them or some of them, but realizing the true value of what happiness is and where it comes from. And it's not in the things that we purchase. It's not in the things that we acquire. I wanted you to think about that. So in the next few weeks, I will be sharing a series of topics of things just so that you can think, so that when you get to this stage of life, if God blesses you, and I tell that all the time, when people call me old, and I'll tell them in a minute, you better hope you get here. You better hope that if you get here, that you are healthy enough to be able to enjoy this phase of life. So you have an opportunity now, if you're younger than me, to start thinking about what's important, what things you should value, what things you should invest in. Yeah, we all have to live. We all need a livelihood. But what's most important in your life? Because one day, if you're blessed to get to those sunset years and you can't do nothing but sit or lay down, you're going to look back over your life and you're going to see all those times in your life, I do it now, that you could have done something different to improve the life that you would have at this stage of life. So I'm sharing that with you all. I'm sharing that with my sisters who are now going out into this world trying to live the best life they can at this time, designing their life at this stage of life. Because if you still have breath in your body and God is giving you the health to be able to do so, you can still make it happen. Thought I'd share that with you all. So I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you appreciate the video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe if you have not. And I thank the ones who have subscribed recently, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And I hope to see you guys in a later video. Remember, I love you. And to all of those who return week after week, my friends, my bestie, my girlfriends, my ride or dies, thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next video.